There's another world that I have access to without you. And this channel is a pathway. Think of it like a book that you pull out of the bookcase and the wall turns around. Just wait for the sound. And you know, I used to think it was terrible, but I didn't realize how much of an advantage I had over the general public. Though they'll never see it that way unless they come to their senses. What senses? They're too willing to play their game to their shame, though they'll never blame themselves. I'm lucky that I do the uncomfortable thing, the unspeakable thing, and yeah, I'm making my thing. It'll never be a thing. Don't worry, don't worry. I would never brand this one anyway. I'm not gonna pretend that this is what it isn't. That's everybody else's job. Just go to the mall. All they do is fall for the lies and the bullshit. All they do is fall. For the enticement of the things that they already needed. Why do you have to be begging and pleading? You know, obviously this isn't a good place to live. Anybody that has the right idea will be shamed. Anybody that has the right idea will be crucified. Jesus Christ is our example to live by. Not just a story, so we can revel in his glory when we ain't done shit. We're not even trying. If you love God, you should be crying most of the day, even though you'll say that's gay. It is in a way. I don't know how anybody could think that I would be upset. I don't know how anybody think da 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 da. How could you think I would be upset? All because I could forget the world. Why would that be a bad thing? Why do you call it a disease? I diss the world with ease. And I know I won't say, please, please, could you kill me a little more? Please, please, disappoint me a little more. No thanks, I'll be over here for sure. And they feel sorry for me. God taught me how to use it. God taught me to not abuse it. And we're so lucky to have it. Never gonna forsake it. All because people don't understand it. It's not their place to understand it. It's not their place. You know, think about like people that heckle. People that are like that really annoying person in the audience. You see this in sporting events a lot. You know, the super fans. I know Dasani and shit. You don't have to tell me, but this is free water at work. Okay, it's free. I have real water at home. Okay. But what was I just talking about? Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness! I want to like douse myself in this shit. It's so hot. Hecklers. Internet trolls. People that are in the stands of a sporting event and they're like drunk and obnoxious and they're drawing a bunch of attention to themselves and making a lot of noise. You know, those people. There's always those people that are just clad like head to toe and like they're like a mascot for that sports team, you know? Those types of people. Those are like the ultimate sheep, okay? It's like they want you to know they're sheep. And so that's just what I think about. But they have their place, you know? So like, if you're at a bar and there are people heckling because they're drunk, like, yeah, that's probably going to happen. You know, I mean, it happens at comedy clubs too. But if they make too much of a racket, they'll get escorted out. And they might even be banned from the comedy club. But there's a 2-drink minimum. That doesn't mean you have to get drunk, but they want you to buy shit. And people are a lot easier to please when they're drunk. So, yeah, but there's a place for them, you know? And, like, if you keep that in mind, like, you don't really get as offended or, like, pissed off that, like, other people exist. It's like, yeah, those people are assholes. Like, they're always going to be assholes. They're never going to change. And if you accept that about society, and if you accept that about the world that you live in, they just can't get to you. I mean, they can't eat you. I remember somebody telling me that in an AA meeting. They're like, they can't eat you, Amy. It's true, they can't. They can think they're gonna eat me. all you got. I said way worse in my mirror when I was 12. And you can't beat a 12-year-old white girl? I'm so grateful that I didn't commit suicide all those years that I tried to run and hide, but I couldn't, so I didn't do what I wanted. I thought maybe this won't subside, but I gotta deal with it, I guess. And maybe that's what it's supposed to be, so I shouldn't stress. You know, people, it seems like they like to be stressed, they want to be stressed, they do stuff to make themselves stressed. I'm stressed just looking at them. Like, I pulled a muscle out of my back doing an impression of this girl that I work with, who's just such a fucking... To say that she's a headache, to even say she's a migraine is putting it lightly. She's just all over the place, all the time. Just like anxiety. I don't know how she does it. A lot of people have externalized all the things that we'd rather them keep inside, you know. I guess that's why I'm wise, 'cause you really don't know unless you watch this channel. Or maybe you know me personally, maybe you seen me, heard from me. And I talk about problems related to me. That's how it used to be. But then I realized that I could talk to myself, and that was therapy. And not a waste of my money. And I've always talked to myself. It'll be a real problem if I don't. I don't know why people think you're crazy, all because you have this banter. It's what I do to keep myself together, if you could even call this together. But it's better than nothing. It's better than drinking. It's better than sleeping or masturbating. There's nothing I'm creating when I'm masturbating. And that's precisely the problem. That's why it's depressing. And that's why pornography is so evil and satanic. Everything is demonic in one form or another. But things can prove to be better. Even though that didn't sound better, what the fuck was that chord? Ugh. Had to change it. Freaked me out too much. Things can be better, I promise. Gotta trust the process. Have a little faith. have to keep on doing what you're doing. If you think it's gonna lead your life to ruin, you can make a different decision once you're conscious. Once you're conscious. That's why they fight it so bad. That's why they fight it so bad. Once you see yourself acting out, you can act different. I promise there's a purpose. I promise there's a purpose. This is it, baby. This is it. Oh. Just something small, you know? Just some meaningless song. Never gonna repeat it. It's like, that'd be cool to be an actual musician, though. But I feel like the tedium of it, I mean, this is already tedious enough, what you hear me doing. You know, I can't imagine just doing that in the studio. I don't know. I'm in awe of people that can do that, though. Really in awe of them. I guess I like the organic element of it. Like all this, but I feel like I'm too analytical for my own good. Oh, shit. I did not exaggerate. Like, I pulled a muscle. But that's what I get for making fun of people. You know? Seriously, though, I felt bad about it. Hey. It's for neat.